It's very rare to see Zell Goldwyn without a smile on his face. Zell has cerebral palsy, and while most people in a similar circumstance are heavily dependent on full-time care, Zell has carved out a life on his own. For the last 20 years, he has lived with 5 others at an independent living facility in Beacon Hill. His apartment is fitted with bigger light switches, an automatic door, an accessible shower, and all the electronic devices a man could want. There are still carers to look after Zell, but he prides himself on being able to function on his own. For a man with a severe disability, operating independently is an achievement in its own right. But it was Zell's decision to move out of home in his early 20s when he became involved with the Spastic Centre. His mother, Millie Goldwyn, said it was a major step for him.
I used to worry and worry and worry because I worried that when my husband and I weren't around anymore, I did not want my children to have to worry and do what I had done for him. It really was a big thing. I didn't want to put him in a home. I really didn't know what the answer was going to be. But then, at that time it was called the Spastic Centre, it actually solved the problems for us, in a sense. I don't worry anymore, because Zell is, well, first of all, Zell's very independent, but he was more than ready to move out of home, that's for sure, because the others had, so he should as well. And it was the best decision at the time, because he was ready for that, and otherwise he probably, I don't know, I can't say what would have been the outcome otherwise. You know.
On the other side of the city is the Nepean Area Disabilities Organisation. For 30 years, NATO has developed programs that give adults with intellectual impairments the essential skills required to live on their own. Arts and craft, cooking and gardening classes are all part of the gradual progression to help the clients become more independent. Most of them now live in shared housing, which has relieved the burden of care from their families.
They are adult. I guess it's much easier for them to live independently, you know, with their friends, and as all the young people move out when they are after 18, I guess the same thing for people with disability too.
It's maintaining skills that some service users have, but it's also growing on skills, and it gives them more capability day to day if they have those skills. Our clients here, they're all sort of mature. They don't necessarily have to be at home with mum and dad anymore. They can be in a residential home with friends that are of a similar age, that have similar interests.
When Zell first left home, he began working with the Spastic Centre, which is now known as the Cerebral Palsy Alliance. His computer skills came to good use, and after 25 years, Zell still travels to the Allambie Heights office every weekday for work. He was never forced to get a job, but the ambition to succeed has helped Zell become a very involved member of society.
He's got cerebral palsy, he's deaf, but it doesn't really seem to hold him back. He doesn't feel sorry for himself. He would like a girlfriend, there's no doubt about that. I don't know if it'll happen for him. He had a girlfriend for a little while, and I think possibly all of them are looking for someone to hold their hand with, other than their mother or their sister.
2 of Zell's neighbours have managed to find love, together. Matthew and Sheila got married in April this year, and have had a new lease on life since Matthew moved out of home and the couple began living together. Their carer, Panuna Bolton, believes the move was crucial to Matthew and Sheila's independence as adults.
I think that it gives them independence and just initiative to do other things rather than just sit at home and not doing anything. Sheila here is hopefully going to the Paralympics in Brazil in 2016. So we'll see how we go. We need a gold medal out of her. So she's training very hard on boccia. Yes. So, and we record that every evening on how.
Although Matthew and Sheila have limited verbal interaction, they share a great tacit understanding. But communication can often be a major barrier for someone with a disability who wants to leave home, and that is one of NATO's benefits.
Communication program that we run, that's a pretty good program for us, because we have a lot of service users that their goal is to gain better communication skills, because we find that when someone's able to have their point of view expressed and people understand what they want, it helps keep everybody behaviour happy.
Yes, yes. And we noticed that in here for the last couple of years, the behaviour in here is decreased a lot. In the past, we had lots of issues with decline, lots of behaviour of concern. But now, because I think we give them a lot of different choices and make them they feel more comfortable. They know what's happening.
And having those skills to be able to communicate what you want.
Yes.
If someone can't communicate what they want, or if they're feeling unwell, the only way that person may know how to is to have a behaviour.
Zell Goldman is living proof that communication is much more than being able to speak. His cheeky smile and vivacious personality have given him a lot of strong relationships over the years, and he did it all on his own.